Hello, my name's Debbie Johnson and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, and I'd like to welcome you to my website. I'd like to give you a little bit more information about hypnosis because even though it's been around for centuries, a lot of people still aren't very clear on what hypnosis is and how it could help you. So it's just a tool to help you tap into your subconscious mind. And your mind has different parts, and the conscious mind is really small compared to the subconscious. And the conscious part of your mind is where all your thoughts are. It's where your thinking part of the mind. It's the analytical part of your mind. Makes your decisions, the critical part of your mind too. And then your subconscious is like a really powerful, sophisticated computer. And that's the part of your mind that's always regulating all of your bodily functions. It's creating new cells every moment. It's beating your heart for you, digesting your food without any conscious thought or effort. And that's where all your long-term memories are stored, and that's also where your patterns and habits and belief systems are located. So a lot of times when people are trying to make a change, like lose weight or stop smoking, they're using the conscious mind, but the pattern or the habits over in that subconscious part. And so as soon as their willpower wears off, which as we all know, willpower is temporary, then the old habit just pops right back, and usually you end up right back where you started from. So with hypnotherapy, what happens is you're actually going into the subconscious, and it's kind of like reprogramming a computer, and you can literally pull out the problem or issue, eliminate it at the source. And before the age of 7, when you're little, your subconscious mind is wide open, and so whatever your parents or your teachers told you back then, or the authority figures in your life, it just kind of goes right in, and it's literally like programming a computer. So you might have some accidental hypnosis going on that's still affecting your behavior today, and you're not even aware of it, and it could even be sabotaging your best attempts at trying to make a change or do something positive for yourself. An example, let's say when you were little, your mom told you not to talk to strangers. And of course you don't remember everything your parents say, if you're like me anyway. But then fast forward 20 years, you go to a party, you see some interesting people, and the very thought of going over and introducing yourself, you feel uneasy, or you even freeze up and don't even go over. And that's just a simple example. Well, then, between the ages of 7 and 12, the critical part of the conscious mind develops. We call it the critical faculty in the hypnosis field. And once that develops, it kind of guards the subconscious, and after that, it's not so easy to go in and program the computer of your mind. But with hypnotherapy, that critical part just kind of goes offline, it relaxes, and your subconscious opens up like when you were small. And so it makes it really easy to make some changes because you're literally reprogramming a computer. That's a good analogy for what happens in a hypnosis session. And it's fast, most things can be resolved, most issues, with just a few sessions of hypnosis. Anyway, there's so many misconceptions about hypnosis, and I don't know where they all come from. Maybe stage hypnotists, if you've ever gone to the fair or the comedy club and seen people get up on the stage and act like idiots or quack like a duck or whatever happens, I've never seen them, can influence and I don't know why, but there's still, even though hypnosis is becoming more mainstream every day, a lot of people, when they call, ask me questions. And so one of the big fears people have, they somehow think the hypnotist will control their mind, and that's not true. You're in control during the sessions, even though your critical mind is relaxed and your subconscious is open and more receptive. If the hypnotist were to say anything that you didn't agree with or that went against your morals, you would just kick that out of your mind, so you don't have to worry about that. And then people sometimes are afraid they'll get stuck in hypnosis, like it's some kind of unnatural thing, and that's not true either. It's just a natural state of consciousness that you go in and out of all day long. If you've ever driven home after a long day and you pull up in your driveway and you realize, oh wow, I don't even remember driving those last 5 miles. Well, that's like a state of hypnosis. So you go in and out of it all day long anyway. But a hypnotist is skilled to help you access it very quickly so that you can literally use it to accomplish your goals and dreams. And then another thing people always ask me, will I be going under? Will I need someone to drive me home after the session? And that's not true either. Most of my clients are completely aware during the entire session, and some people do fall asleep, especially because of the type of sessions I do. It's very relaxing. But even if you were to fall asleep, you come right back up, and if anything that was important that you needed, an emergency happened, you would immediately pop out of that state of consciousness. So it's not like you're being anesthetized. It's just a natural state of mind, and even if you were to fall asleep, your subconscious is still recording everything going on around you. It's still beating your heart, that kind of thing. And that explains how a young mother can sleep through a heavy thunderstorm, but if she hears her baby crying, she's awake and up taking care of it. So you really can't do it wrong. If you have a skilled hypnotist, you just go with the flow, and it's literally like just reprogramming the computer, taking out your old beliefs or old bad habits and planting in the new actions and behaviors that you want to have. And people are frequently delighted with how well it works. So what can it be used for? Well, there's so many things, almost anything you can imagine, you can use hypnosis to make improvements. Now, the number one reason people call me is to lose weight, and then there's always the smokers. It's great for smoking cessation, but it's used for any kind of bad habit, like nail biting. I've helped a lot of people get over that, and even drinking. And I used to be an alcohol and drug counselor, and the way I was trained, it was that it was like an incurable disease, and people would have to struggle with it their entire life and be on guard, and I used to believe that too. But when the first time an alcoholic called me, I was even amazed that she was able to quit drinking with just a few sessions. And she's a friend of mine, and I still see her once a month or so, and she's still not drinking. It's been years now. So that even blew my mind at first. But you can use it for breaking any kind of bad habit, to lose weight, to overcome fears, fear of flying, or fear of public speaking's a big one. It's really good to get rid of that, so you can get up there and speak easily in front of crowds of people. I've helped a lot of students because it's good to help you focus or to have better memory and to alleviate the test anxiety. It's great for increasing your self-confidence, and it also has a lot of medical applications. You can use it to have painless childbirth. I've worked with mothers, expectant mothers, and they were able to go through childbirth without any anesthesia, naturally, without much discomfort. And a lot of times people use hypnosis if they're allergic to anesthesia, and they can go to the dentist and get that root canal with little discomfort. So it's a fascinating thing, the power of your mind, and hypnosis is a fascinating tool to help you utilize that power of your own mind so that you can get the results that you want in your life. And like I said, it's reliable, it's quick. Most people can resolve all kinds of long-term habits that have confounded them forever. I've had so many people that have come to me to lose weight, and they've tried every diet and had, gastric bypass surgery, all kinds of things, and they're still struggling. And just quickly they're able to shift and change their consciousness. And once you change your mind, then your life starts to change. It's really amazing, and I really enjoy helping people with their problems. And so if you have any additional questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. Just give me a call or shoot me an email. My contact information's at the bottom of the homepage on my website. So I hope this helped clear up some of your questions or misconceptions about hypnosis, and I hope you think about it and see if it might be right for you. And have a great day, and thanks for listening to me.